I have a question to follow up with Draper. What is the energy like at Wimbledon when there's, a UK player that has hope and expectation?
Yeah. So I live that part of it. Murray-Mania all the time. So to give you a sense of how nuts it is there, I make the semis in 2009, and he goes to you go to Orangi Park, you go wherever to hit. His practice court is surrounded. Like, can't go get a 40-minute hit in without some picture being taken. If he has an energy bar, it's like, what is this? And that they actually treat that as news. It's absurd. And I remember I woke up in 2009, and at this point I had won Queens 4 times. I was really good. I was second best player in the world on grass for a moment in time, right? I'd made the finals of Wimbledon twice, the semis again. It wasn't like I was a dud. So I find myself in the semis, beat Hewitt in 5 in the quarters, and I wake up to a preview. We haven't played the semis yet. I wake up to a preview of the final, Murray versus Federer. And so I'm seeing that. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I can only imagine what Murray's life looked like for a moment in time. When he wins, I always equate it to, we make a big deal about, the Red Sox not having won since whenever, the Cubs not having won since ever. There were tens of millions of people. And if I'm hyperbolic by saying 100 million people, it's not by much. Around the UK, they had screening parties. Imagine when a team wins a game at the World Cup. That was when Murray won.
That's insane.
All individual sport.
It's in an individual person, right?
One person. Yeah. So I'm sure some of that is probably mitigated by Murray's successes, right? You're not trying to, break Fred Perry's record from the 20s. So I'm sure him having done it probably softens the first time since X of things a little bit. But yeah, it's mania. It's mania. JD, how does it look from where you cover the tournament? Because for a fellow player, it was insane.
It's insane. And I think one key point is that this is not something that's dispersed among a team. I mean, this is one guy. Literally, the church in Wimbledon Village has on its marquee, rooting for Andy. This is the year. And it's also, we talk about sometimes the ratings bump and, hey, John Isner's on. ESPN's going to be happy. There's an American. You don't understand the difference in, I think when Murray won, half the TVs in the UK were watching the match.
Sorry, I just can't pass up the opportunity. Is Isner a ratings bonanza? Did I miss that?
No, I'm saying when ESPN gets very high, Tennis Channel does this too. When there's an American or when you've got a name player, and you might get a 10% bump.
Isner's like a rating sedative.
Oh, stop!
Let's find it. Ben Shelton makes the semis. This is going to be great for ESPN. Is really happy.
I'm with him tonight. I'm sure. I'll lay on the grenade before he sees this. Don't worry. Sorry. Go ahead, JW.
He's out back. What were we saying? No, I don't. I can't compare it to anything. I mean, it's all the attention is on the player. I think you're right. Andy Murray, that's to me one of the most underrated sort of feats of mental strength. But also, I think you have a good. He kind of softened the beach a little bit. I mean, I think whoever follows him. But Jack Draper, a nice looking kid. He's also, he certainly has it's like an air. He's got a landed gentry. He's got sort of an aristocratic look. His father came from the LTA, so there's a tennis background. He's kind of not unlike Tim Henman. He sort of fits the model as well. There will be a lot of pressure on Jack Draper come Wimbledon.
Aristocratic look. That's a new description of an athlete for me. I like that.
That's a good one.
That's why you're a writer.
Hey, by the way, in all these conversations, and it used to kind of, I wouldn't say bother me, but it's worth mentioning. Every time you say hasn't won since Fred Perry, we do not ignore Virginia Wade winning in 1977. Just level set. She did it before Murray. We like to compartmentalize. Male, female, whatever. And also whenever the question gets asked about, we haven't had a, slam winner since, in this country, since I'm like, no, the women win all the time. So just let's level set there. Props to Virginia Wade. She cannot be ignored in any conversation that we have that is on this topic.